Hello everyone, I am Undead Horde here on YouTube, and we are back again on the good old raid account here. First time I've been able to really do much of anything today, so this is all going to be new stuff. Obviously daily quest, we're on day 6, which is nice. We have a couple things to pick up here, so we're going to be doing all of the challenges today. Most of the time, at least the last couple times when I've started this, I haven't been starting off doing every single challenge, just because I've been like live streaming at least part of the game, in which it like rolls over into like the new day, and because it rolled over into the new day, then I can get I tend to make it through like the 50 energy missions or things like that earlier, and I just didn't get the chance to do that today because of when I got home from work. And so now we're actually doing every single mission today versus the norm. As we can tell, you're going to see some changes in this video versus last video that I posted. We have the sorceress to rank 4. We have the bloatware to almost max 40 there. We did work on the kale, but the kale was so I can get the apprentice missions out of the way, and I could gain additional steps inside the apprentice missions. Being able to get things like the chickens and stuff like that is what I'm like really going after. So that was the reason for that, just so y'all know. What is this chest? It's fine. I'll keep that. We got ourselves... No, we don't want to equip it. We do want to upgrade it, though. No, let's just do 8 for now. Interesting. It's not a bad piece of gear by any means. I actually quite like this lifesteal weapon, so that is nice to see. I don't know. We might have to change around some of what bloatware's got on them. Alright, so to complete the daily quest, we did those. At least we got those out of the way. The 3 summons I will wait on in case we get lucky enough to get another ancient shard or something. It probably won't happen. I got this one from the shop, by the way, for anybody who's asking or wondering where that one came from. I had ran out of all my shards in last video, so it's like, oh, where did the shard come from? It did come from the ancient shop. I managed to log on this morning for like an hour, and it was in the shop. And then I also ran through and did a little bit of the Ice Golems tournament. So we've received a couple rewards from that, but not like a ton. I think like the first 2, and we're really close to like the 3rd. So yeah, I've been kind of going back and forth in my mind about how this account is going to work. Initially, I had really preached on the fact that this account was going to be very strictly, everything was going to be streamed, yada yada yada. But I'm like, that almost feels really stupid to do, because it's something that are just like not worth streaming. Like if I want to grind for like ascension, like potion like material, why would I run that? Why would I run just like a live stream just to do that? And so I'm kind of changing up how I want to do things a little bit. Things where like it doesn't matter that I'm like grinding for it, I'll probably just do off camera. Things like mastery scrolls, or things like the ascent, like the potions and things like that, probably don't matter. Doing things like tournaments though, I'd probably do on camera the best that I could, like Ice Golems tournament or things like that. I would probably try to do more often on camera, or at least some of it on camera, just so I can show some of the some of like the artifacts that I get and things like that as well, and you guys can kind of see in real time what I'm getting and what I'm keeping and deciding to get rid of and things like that. So there's like some use for sure to it, but I haven't fully decided on like how far I want to go. I kind of realized it was like last night. I'm like, this is a little stupid to be like so dedicated to having everything shown on camera, where it's like it doesn't matter. Like it's unrealistic, and I get like the point behind why I wanted to do it was so that everybody could see everything as it's happening, right? So if anybody had any like questions or whatever about like the account or the game, or they just really wanted something to follow where you could see everything happen, they kind of have that option. But even players like that at some extent would understand that like grinding, you just grind. You know, you'll let things run in autoplay, it collects your stuff for you. You know, it's like, why would I show all of that? It's not worth it by any means to do so. And so I'm kind of changing my tune here a little bit, I could say, and we'll see how I fully like want to do it. But I think I'm going to try to focus on more like event based things happening. Obviously the daily quests would be like a given. Demon Lord runs, any like major arena stuff that I'm doing, or probably all arena stuff that I'm doing would be on camera. But things like basic grinding probably won't. If I need to grind for like a Gear Hunters tournament, then I'm probably just gonna grind for it off camera, and then just be like, if I need to, I'll just show the gear that I capped. So that's kind of more or less where I'm at now, just to make things a little bit easier on myself, so I can do more stuff off camera, but still not like doing so much, which I feel like I'm getting so far ahead in the game where I'm like losing control a little bit on the content that I'm making. I'm not just like constantly being like, oh, update video, because that got really annoying really fast on my other account, in which I feel like every single video is like an update, I did this, you know. And it's like I'm trying to avoid that because I want to have more legit content out there that isn't just like the same thing. Like I want to feel like, and I know like the daily quests are technically like the same thing, but there is an evolution to it, and that is more or less what I'm showing through showing off the daily quests, is the evolution of how fast I'm able to beat them and things like that over like other stuff. And that's where I'm at with that. So I'm gonna do, I think this actually has to be 7. So I'm gonna do 7 on that. I do have to make another video soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight or not. Honestly, it's super freaking late at night. So I get home from work like really late some nights. Mainly Fridays and Saturdays I get home late from work. And then I have to put my kids to bed. And so I didn't even get the chance to like really sit down and even start like recording anything until like 10:45. But then my computer decided to act up and Ray started to act up. It was like a whole thing. So then I had to restart my computer, and it took a while for everything to boot back up again and get going. And so it's like 11:40 at night, and I'm just now starting doing all this. And this video is going to be at least 25 minutes long. Like, that's what the average is doing these videos. And so it's like, ugh, it's going to be out so late tonight. I probably won't even get the video posted until like 1. It probably won't even go live until like 1 or 1:30 in the morning. Which is, I mean, it's fine, right? Like, it's not the end of the world by any means if like that's the case. But it's just one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to push to have it out like sooner, like before the next day. type of a deal, but you know, it's not the end of the world when it comes out. So, what else? I do have to make an update video soon, but it's an update to the challenge because a very nice commenter let me know that I was an idiot. He didn't say that at all, but I feel like an idiot because I didn't know this information. But apparently, like, the whole predication of my challenge, being able to complete faction wars, normal and hard, and then moving on to like the next faction, isn't possible. And so I need to actually change up how I'm choosing to do the challenge because the way that I was doing it literally can't be done that way. And so I'm currently crafting a new, actually I have a new take on it that still stays in the same vein as the challenge, but obviously incorporates the fact that things are not going to go the way that I thought they were going to go, which is totally fine. It happens. And I'm completely fine with that. And honestly, I think it's going to make it better. I think the changes are going to be so much better because then I think it's going to give much more variety and entertainment a lot sooner than seeing the same stale gameplay for like a year or whatever, you know? So I am happy about that. Or I am like look forward to that being what's going to happen and stuff like that because this is where I'm at now, and it'll be a good time. So that video will be coming out here soon. Ideally, in like a perfect world, I would record it tonight, and I'd have it posted by tomorrow at some point in time. But more likely than not, I might try to record it tonight, and then we'll do the editing on it maybe tomorrow morning. Well, maybe that's how it'll work. I haven't decided yet. But that's more likely what's probably going to happen is I'll probably do the recording tonight and then get it edited tomorrow when I wake up before I go to work. And then have it posted as well so I can have that out there. It'll be better, too, for new people who come to the account, so I can have that as, like, my intro video to the account and stuff like that. Which, I should make mention of this, I've gained a ton of subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I'm up to 9. I was at 10. I lost 1. And which is really sad because I made a post being like, oh, I'm so grateful for 10 subscribers and stuff like that. And then, like, 5 hours later, I'm like dropped down to 9. And I'm like, well, now I'm just a liar, but it's okay. So, unfortunate, but things happen. I'm still grateful for 9. Like, don't get me wrong. The account has been going on for 3 days. So I started it November 11th. I started it. Today is the 14th. I have posted, I don't know, like 4 or 5 videos on there and like 3 live streams. And the account is already up to 9 subscribers. I'm getting like, it was like 3 a day, you know, which isn't like the full truth because it's like, I didn't have any, I think, on like the day 1. So I really gained all of them like the last like 2 days. Like last night too, I was recording one of the videos that has been posted. I was recording that, and I'd mentioned in the video that I was at 2 subscribers. Well, I had finished that video, was actually able to sit down for the night and stuff like that, and come to realize that I was like looking at my channel, and I was actually up to 4 subscribers. And I'm like, well, that's absolutely amazing. And then I went to bed and I woke up this morning. I didn't mean to collect that. Oh, well. So I went to bed and I woke up this morning and I was up to 8 subscribers. And I'm like, that's insane. I literally doubled overnight. And then I was at work and I realized I had gone up like 1 more. And then a couple hours later at work, I realized I went up to another one, and then obviously I lost the 1, but... Alright, so we're actually going to do our 3 summons out of the mystery shards, and then because then we get our additional ancient shard from the weekly, and we will do the 2 ancient shards together because of the weekly. So that's how that's gonna work. All right, we got our tournament points. I'm probably not gonna do super great on the champions tournament here. If I'm lucky, I'll get like a reward. If I was smarter and I realized what was going on, I would have waited and did all these summons later. Like the summons I did the other day, I would have just did it like the next day, today, and I would have been a lot better off in whatever in this tournament here. I'm like, wrong area. If this will load, I seem like I struggle a lot having these areas load, and that's always right. That's always. Actually, we're doing great time in the video. We're only at 15 minutes. This is ideal. Ideally, I would love to be able to complete all the challenges and stuff within 15 minutes, and then spend like a little bit of time doing some other things. I do have Demon Lord I gotta do, but that won't take super long. So we'll just do these ancient shard summons. We're gonna really, really hope. Nope. And alright. Come on, Undead Horde. No. No. Oh, well. Okay. So these guys will be put off into the good old ye good old reserve vault. Reserve. Booyah. And then we can run Demon Lord and call that a video. I think we're in a good spot here. Things went pretty well. I can get my ascensions up on you. That's nice. Completely forgot. Can't. I'm missing one. That's fine. Just do that. We'll get the other one later. Get the other one later. Alright. So, Demon Lord. Demon Lord. My rewards were 5 force, like, small potions, and, like, 20,000 silver from yesterday's Demon Lord, just so y'all know. That probably won't show up on camera, what I'm getting from that, because I'll, like, wake up in the mornings, we'll look at the account, and so I will probably collect it then, usually. So, I'll just try to keep, like, a memorization of what I end up getting. As we can recall... Oh, you know what? I should have put the bloatware on the team. Darn it. I completely forgot to do that. Does this waste a key? I don't remember. It does, doesn't it? Isn't there a way to do it in which you don't waste keys? I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. Jeez. What am I doing? There is a way to do it, I feel like, where you don't end up wasting keys. Who do I want to take off? I don't even know. You. Throw the bloatware in, take you off. Throw you in. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. 35, 32. No, we want the 35. Well, I'm an idiot. I hope I get really good damage out of this one. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I did that. Oh well. The bloatware, as you guys saw, is in lifesteal speed gear. So, I'm going to really target him for survivability with his heal and things like that would be like the best thing to do for him as of like right now. Probably build him for survivability, and there's just a very real chance that he could become like a campaign farmer for me. build him with like, because you just build him with so much health, and then you put him in the lifesteal armor, he'll heal, or lifesteal artifacts, he'll heal, and then through his passive, he heals every single time he gets a kill. I'm going to just make him just a beautiful campaign farmer, and then just put, honestly, I could, really there's a world once I just build him in like stun gear, because his A1 does do a stun. So, I ideally could have that happen, but I don't know how necessary, like how good that would be. I'm probably just going to stick with the lifesteal speed, max out or get as much HP on him as I can, and get as much attack, I believe, on him as I can. I think he's an attack unit. And just see what that does. And he might become my campaign farmer over Death Knight, like a solo campaign farmer. But also, he might just be really good just to tag team alongside of Death Knight for me to beat through, like, hard campaign and stuff like that. So, I do think I still want to do all the campaigns on, like, a live stream. Or in, like, maybe finishing them up on, like, a video or something like that, like I did last time. I think that would be, like, really cool. So, but other than that, like, the quests, the Arbiter missions, like, all that type of stuff will definitely be done via live stream. So, and then, but just like the mundane, the super, super mundane tasks will not be. And that'll be, like, the goal. I actually really, really like the Bloat Wraith here for the decreased defense. And when I initially had talked about him the other day, yesterday, I didn't give him nearly enough credit thinking about the decreased defense going into just anywhere and how helpful that could straight up just be. So I'm super grateful for that because it just does so much. I really want him to probably be built faster than UDK so I can apply the decreased defense when I'm going through campaign, and then the UDK can come in and just hit. And you'll probably end up hitting like a much stronger tank. A big goal right now is also to get accessories. I want to be able to get rings and amulets and stuff. The bloatware will also be good for Spider, so I want to see if I can get him built up enough to face spiders and be able to beat through 4. That would be really, really big for us right now. Actually, I could just try to make an attempt in this video and just see if I swap around the team a little bit, if I can actually beat Spiders 4, which would be nice. And then that gives me a chance to be able to farm just better stuff, and also unlock getting the amulets as well as the rings, which would be huge. Sad part is, I actually had like a really, really good run here, that if I didn't screw up the other one, and I just like let it play out, I would have been able to pass like a good million, but I really screwed this one up. So, unfortunately, that's just how she goes sometimes. That's just how she goes. Alright, we're going to do one stage 4 spider run attempt and see if we can beat it. We're going to throw in the Bloat Wraith, and we will throw in the Sorceress. Obviously, the Sorceress could be a lot stronger. It's just not there yet. Skullag would actually end up being one of these this guy here. Would actually end up being, I think something that's Skull Squire would actually end up being a good unit to have in Spider's Den once I get there, because he also has an attack all enemies, and he's got a freeze or a decreased speed on it, which is like really, really nice. That would be like the best chance that I have at turn meter control right now is decreasing speed. Sorceress can decrease speed. And that's like the honest truth right now, because I don't have a turn meter controller, which is something I desperately need on this account. But so my next step genuinely is just getting somebody to decrease speed, and that would be like the most that I have for turn meter control. Seems like we're actually doing pretty good, which is super nice. The big thing too is determining on how the spiders are going to attack, and just having that person be strong enough, that champion be strong enough to take on all the spiders' attacks and have enough resistance. But obviously in a situation like this, UDK takes everything, so we have to build UDK with so much more resistance, or I need to have a like a debuff like remover. So I think like that's like the biggest thing is just getting UDK to have a ton of resistance. Then I won't get nearly as affected by the poisons, which would, again, he would take on. Because I'm going to lose him here. I don't have a healer, which is bad. I need a healer as well. I need a lot of things. Losing the UDK cut sucks, because the UDK does decrease attack and hits the hardest. I'm pretty sure. We're still not in horrible shape. I don't know if I've actually, how much of the artifacts I've actually upgraded on Bloat Wraith, which might be an issue as well. I think I just need to upgrade his stuff more, which would help out a lot. Yeah, I'm just in a position now where the spiders are just going to poison and just kill off like one of my champions at a time just through poison. Which just sucks. Bloat Wraith does do good damage, I'm not going to lie. For how poorly built he is, still being able to do 6,000 damage is pretty good on a crit. 6,800. 83, yeah. Oh, we're going to do it. Yeah, okay. Very nice. So it's clearly very possible. That was actually pretty convincing. So levels and just artifact upgrades would definitely do this team some good to just be able to get that a little bit smoother, but still not bad. Like that's nothing to scoff at, I don't think. We actually got ourselves another ancient shard here. So you know what that means? Here's how we're going to close out the video, guys. We're going to get an epic Undead Horde champion right now. No. We got a rare barbarian. Whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean a heck of a lot to me. And I will see y'all in another video tomorrow. Peace.